Alright kids, on Louisiana Liquor Reviews, we are looking at E.H. Taylor. This is Bottle and Bond. This is coming from our friends at
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace. Thank you. There's a story behind Colonel E.H. Taylor. It's one of those appointed things, so we're not going to talk on that. This is one of those ones that you can't really get. It's a rundown. So, yeah, we're going to crack it up and see what it's all about. Give you all an honest review on this. This Bottle and Bond coming in at 100% alcohol per volume.
Well, 50%. 100 proof.
100 proof.
You can get it if you wait in line and like put your name on a waiting list and beg.
So I got this at the Saserac House in New Orleans. It comes with this little tag on the side of it, and as you can see, Jean-Pierre's brother's been here.
Hey, Jean-Pierre, in New Jersey these days.
Yeah.
Can I see that? Is that a real cork?
It's a real cork.
Oh yeah, not the cheap cork. It's a real cork. Oh yeah, it looks nice.
Okay. All right. So your glass over here. Say uncle.
Aunt, uncle. All right.
So this is also produced by the makers of Eagle Rare and our famed Buffalo Trace. So.
And Blanton's.
And Blanton's.
And Ancient Age. And Benchmark. Okay, let's see this.
More?
No, I was trying to examine the
Well,
bottle.
let's put the cork on before you have an accident.
Straight bourbon whiskey. That means it's aged at least 2 years. Cannot have any, obviously no coloring or flavoring added. Man, they got an essay on the back. We're not reading all that.
Right. I was thinking the same thing. Geez, look at this bio on the back of it.
Distilled, aged, and bottled by Old Fashioned Copper Distillery in Frankfort, Kentucky, better known as Buffalo Trace. No age statement. That's weird.
I know.
This yellow label is in exclusive and conclusive use. Okay. So I don't know if this was one that went out of production and they brought it back, or if this has just been lingering around.
I really don't know much about the history of this. All I know is that it's like Stag or Stag Junior. Everybody runs it down. It's almost like this folklore of I gotta get this, I gotta get this, and I'm like, what's this all about? So I was happy to get it, try it, check it out, you know.
Yeah, and I did some research, and I know there's a standard version of this that nobody runs down called Old Taylor. And it's like inexpensive. 80 proof, like regular straight bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
So here's another one that I got at the Saserac House. And this is Eagle Rare. This one has a whole lot of age statements. This is 10-year-old. This is also 90 proof. And look at the color of that as opposed to the color of this.
That's weird about Eagle Rare, because when it first hit the market in 1975, it was Eagle Rare 101.
Yeah, we all know what that was in competition with.
And now,
Who's a true American bird?
And now, there's a new Eagle Rare 12-year age.
All right, well let's reel it back and let's do a review on this. Okay, so you look at the color of this. To me it looks like dark Blanton's.
It's copper.
Blanton's is lighter.
Yeah, and it's clear as a bell.
I also have a bottle of Blanton's we can pull out. Look.
Good old Blanton's, which used to be a good price, $55.
I don't know where you ever got one for $55. I never got one for $55.
Sonia gave me her bottle when she stopped drinking, and she says she paid $55, and then it went to $59.
So somebody else paid $55.
Yeah.
And they told you they paid $50. You don't know for sure whether they paid $55
Well,
because you didn't pay $55 for it.
But you remember, for a long time, it was $59.95. $59.95. And now it's $80? Oh, no, not $80. It smells like standard bourbon, honestly. All right, taste. Cheers. Thanks for letting me try it.
Cheers. I did taste it ahead of the cheering.
Yeah, see that.
It's good. There's no burn to it for a bottle and bond. You can tell this is straight up whiskey that hasn't been cut. There's some very good notes on it. There's a honey aspect to it.
I was going to say that, but I didn't say anything.
Slight char. which goes into a
Slight char, you're right. Not a heavy char, no way.
slight char goes into like a good bourbon note.
Some vanilla.
Yeah. So this is, I could see why this is high end per se. On the low end price, this is high end.
It's the high end of the low end. You ever noticed though that Buffalo Trace whiskeys, they all kind of have a common. There's a common thing to them.
There's a mash bill.
Like they don't really taste that different from each other.
So, do we dare? Do we dare? Do we dare to cut this to see what the real flavor is?
Oh, you got the good water, the Food Club, which is H2O as opposed to all the other waters which are only H2O. See?
How much?
Like 1 drop.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this.
That was like 6 drops.
See what it's all about? That's all I'm doing. Same thing. So, I did this off camera, and I did notice something unique about this. That it does open up. You smell more of a honey presence. There's a real sweetness going on with this. And the bourbon seems to kind of fade a little bit.
Well, that makes sense. Goes down easy with water. It's like a little cocktail, water and bourbon. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this because I like every Buffalo Trace whiskey I buy, but I just find that they're very similar, even Blanton's.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to make a statement on this, and there's going to be a lot of people out there who probably say, you don't know what you're talking about. I just cut this with water and it tastes like Buffalo Trace. With like a little toothpick aspect on the end of it. Not bourbon, not chaw, like a toothpick. If you're lucky enough, or fortunate enough per se, to have the old toothpicks from say like 90s or 2000s where they actually came through and they're real wood.
And that rounded wood, yeah. That,
yeah,
like,
if you suck on that and you can say, that's a piece of wood, yeah.
Okay, let's look at this. Buffalo Trace has 2 mash bills, aside from their weeded, which is a few, but they have 2 main mash bills, low rye and high rye.
Yeah.
So every bourbon they make is either their low rye mash bill or their high rye. So it's the same exact ingredients.
So
all they do is
not know anything about the mash bill. I'd say this is low rye.
I think it is, but I have to look at that what they told me. I wrote it all down. But what they're doing is they're taking the same bourbon, all right, and they're aging it 3 years or 4 years or 6 years or 10 years.
This isn't aged 10 years.
Or I know I was pointing at that, or they're putting it at barrel proof or 100 proof or 90 proof or 80 proof. So they're taking the same product and they're tweaking it different ways. Mm-hmm. And they're getting a lot of sales out of that. They got their low rye and they're going changing it, and they got their high rye.
Well, before we go all over the place down the rabbit hole on all this, you know, we can both agree that the mash bill and the product they put out is good.
It's a good mash bill. I'm not complaining about that.
It's a really good product. They mix it well.
They're a very successful company.
Yeah.
They're located right down from where you live, not 30. They're 31 miles from my house, but they do.
You mean like 3 blocks away?
Oh, well, that's the distributor.
Distributor's 3 blocks away.
We talking about the headquarters, which is not that far.
No, it's not. It's about a railroad track.
I'm talking about the headquarters of the company.
Oh yeah.
Where the Sazerac house is.
Yeah.
The upper floors of the headquarters.
Yeah,
but it's a very successful company. They're owned by a local person and his wife, so we can't dog it, you know. But I mean, it does taste good.
It is good. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It just depends on where you want to be. Or you want to be on the sweet side, savory side, or the bitter side of things. To me, this is more of a sweet side. I kind of gravitate toward the savory. I like things savory. I like it like decadent.
That's why you like the. That's why you like the wild turkeys.
Yeah, I do like the wild turkeys for that reason. particularly Wild Turkey Rye. The 101 Rye. I mean, to me, if you're a rye drinker and a rye lover, and if you're not keeping Wild Turkey 101 as your daily or as your go-to drink, I don't know what you're drinking that's better than that. That stuff is darn good, and the price point is right there. You can get a fifth of that if you really look around, $25, and it's always been there. It used to be $20.
I was at Walmart the
Good
other day.
stuff.
I was at